So this morning, it was a bit cooler, and I turned the heat on, and I've been having issues with my heat anyway, and it wasn't doing anything. The windows were still foggy and everything. I have a bunch of running around to do, so I jumped in. It looked like I spilled something on the mat, so I didn't have anything, so I looked and put my finger in. It was oily. It's all over my mats. Somewhere in there, my heater core blew. Whether I blew a line, whatever it blew something. So I've sent an email to the person I don't want to deal with, but if it's warranty, I can get it fixed. But I also have a call into a couple other places to get it fixed. Whether I don't know. But yeah, it's all over my mats. I gotta figure out how to pull these things up so I don't rust out my floor now. Yeah. So the heater core blew on my truck. This is the same one that other mechanic put in. I'm going through all the paperwork that they sent me. They did send me a check because I did send them the bill. They didn't send me the full amount yet. But when I tally everything up, literally, it's over $4,000 that I spent trying to fix this heater core. And they've sent me $2,200. So I've got like 50%. I'm hoping now that it's at the dealership that will resolve this issue. They're checking one more thing, the condenser. While they're there, they may as well. It's like, that's only like $100 part compared to the rest. But when a company offers you a warranty, sure, it might be for only a year, but they don't follow up on that warranty. That's where I get ticked. So I've already spent this money. Now I'm spending it again. And it's wrong. It really is. I mean, thankfully, yes, they paid half of it. But I mean, I'm looking through all the stuff where he circled things like, oh, we didn't charge you for this. Well, good. And then his whole letter on everything that I'm reading through, I'm just like, really? He's broken down copy supplied related to the operations, backflush, cooling system, diagnostics, the O2 sensors. So I'm printing out all my invoices and I'm sending them to them so he can see it. So, but right now the truck is in there. I hope to get it back today. I really do. But I mean, we're going into spring. I'm not going to need heat, but I need to get this fixed. I took it into Adams, as you saw. We bypassed the heater core. Otherwise, it would continue spewing into the truck and doing more damage. So that heater coolant, it will, radiator fluid, whatever you want to call it, will actually, it won't rust, I'm told, the vehicle, but it will discolor your carpet. So I've tried everything to hopefully clean that, get rid of it. I've tried drying it out. I tried everything as far as that goes. I got to do a bit more when I get it back. But yeah, it actually went right up on my windshield as well. So I don't know what blew, but it sucks. And having a company that doesn't stand behind it's even worse. So, yeah. So the truck is still in the shop. Because of all the extra wiring and those details, it's taking a bit longer. So I have the shuttle picking us up. I gotta go pick up a loaner vehicle and it'll be ready tomorrow. So I had to move my extra, or the fix of the wrap, to another day. So we've just kind of walked enough that I know where he is, so that he can pick us up. So we're heading back down to the dealership, I guess. See what we get for a loaner as well. So we just left the dealership. I had to grab some stuff from the truck. It looks like they got most of it back together. The dash is in. They've got the columns still have to do, and maybe some wiring. But what she told me, and I'll get a full diagnostics, was that the other shop did lie to me, because it was not an OCM heater core that he told me it was. It was an aftermarket. And I think that was the biggest issue there. So when you're dealing with something that you're pulling the whole dash apart, you know, put an OCM part in, because that costs a lot of money. So I will be going after them for that as well. I'm fed up. I'm done. I've been nice, and I'm done being nice with them. Like, seriously, it is a joke. I shouldn't have to be doing this twice. And that's the frustrating part. Thank goodness for Dave at Adams Off-Road. You know, he rerouted, he basically disconnected the heater core so that the fluid wasn't going through there, so it wouldn't be spewing all over the truck, all over the windshield. But yeah, I mean, it was bad. So that's getting replaced. What's she say? Condenser, I think. While they're there, may as well. I don't want the dash touched again. So I want it done, and I want it done right. So dealing with the dealership, I know that I can trust them, like I said before. So I know a smaller shop, you know, they might not honor their warranty like this shop didn't. So I'll go through all this stuff with you once I get the invoice, and figure out exactly what they've done, see how much heat we have as well. So I'm excited about that. But I mean, if you go back in the videos, you'll see how many times I've been fighting this issue with the heater, where it's been fixed, it's broken, it's been fixed, it's been broken, it's been fixed, it's been broken. So it's been constant. We've got heat, I think, but we got the truck back. Let's test out the heat. Okay, on.
That is a lot of heat. Okay, that's too hot. That's too hot. That's too hot.
What a difference. Holy cow. Yeah, because now we're getting into spring and summer. I don't need heat. But wow. Now, that's done right. The heater core was not OCM, as I was told by the other mechanic. It was an aftermarket. So, again, I was lied to. So I'm going to be giving them this bill as well. But yeah, I got to check on a job right now. The one issue when they did this, I guess the panel that's Caden's going to show you is in the front here. The panel is a little bit brittle, and when he was putting it back, he actually broke the vent there. The nice thing is they're replacing it. So this is a bit loose, so I got to talk to him about maybe tightening that up. This was loose. I'm not going to complain about that, because that took me all of, what, 3 seconds to put in?
2 seconds.
Okay, maybe 2 seconds. So overall, having this heat fixed, having a crappy, not like an aftermarket heater core, which is in the back, which we'll take a look at. If you're doing something like this, as in replacing your heater core, on this truck, you have to rip out the whole dash. And in doing that, you are spending, basically they spent 8-9 hours doing it. It was 9 hours. you're doing something like that, put in the proper part. Because all you're doing there, if something goes, now the customer's got to pay for that again. And that's wrong. So when I drop all this stuff off at that other shop, I'm going to give him back his heater core and tell him where to put it. Okay, so the heater core, I guess they didn't put in here, whatever. Really, what am I going to do with it? So the heater core, the heater core and AC condenser. The condenser was like, I think $95 extra. May as well do it while we're at it. Most likely it had been done before. So the cost on that for parts and stuff, remember this is all Canadian. So you can see here, $2,400. This is just replacing the heater core. And that's gonna drive me nuts. So let's see, description. 1 hour labor extra for all this extra wiring that's in here. After heater core replacement, no diagnostic after heater core because everything ran. The liquid saturated into front driver and passenger side, unsure if related. Flush rad replacement prior, blah blah blah. Heater core was replaced elsewhere. Rad may have been bypassed by previous shop. So Dave from Adams Off-Road bypassed it so we wouldn't have stuff spraying out on the floor and on the windshield again. So yes, it was bypassed. They didn't do the bulbs because I got a bulb that's blinking on the dash. Yeah, so that's basically it. So they replaced an aftermarket heater core. They had to remove the dash, the heater box unit, replace bulb and cluster, which they didn't do, which I can do. It'll take me roughly about an hour to do. So I'll save myself like probably $200 there doing it myself. But yeah, so I paid $2,600 for this. That should have been under warranty. So I'll be submitting this bill to that other shop. So it's stuff like this that really, really kind of ticks me off. And don't let a shop rip you off. They're getting this invoice, and I will bill it as well, so that if they don't pay, I can send it to collections. So that's how I'm covering my butt on this one. So make sure you find a good shop. And you know what? I've always believed that dealerships were awfully high, but you know what? When I priced this out, they were actually very reasonable. We had a loaner vehicle, well, we had a shuttle, and then we got a loaner vehicle. And they're gonna stand behind their warranty. I mean, yeah. And we've got tons of heat, more than we've had in a long time. So I know this one was done right. Because even when it was fixed before, we didn't have this much heat. So anyway, guys, we're off. Remember, don't live by the what ifs in life. Don't put up with BS. Get out there and do epic shit. Until next time, see you guys later.